Okay, so we're going to pay attention to group, energy group. I don't even remember the name, the number.
Energy.
So,
Are you ready?
yes.
Are you paying full attention? So, we would like you to present some very interesting story. Watch carefully, think carefully, and let the story begin. So now, let's.
Guys, how do you feel?
Sad.
Sad. Did you feel scared?
Yes.
At first. What did you associate that green thing with?
Heartbeat.
Our life, heartbeat. And what's the end of the heartbeat?
The end of the
The end.
planet.
Do you saw the perspectives of all this stuff? Do you saw any kind of decisions? Can we change something?
We must change.
We
We must write.
So we believe that we have to try always. And most of all, we want to show that our energy sources are diminishing because of our greed for more comfortable life. And I have to tell that first in my life I saw this video, which was part of my student work on such topic, and I think that it was very inspiring, and we want to give you our answer and our questions.
I hope we managed to raise your awareness, as we will try to raise our students' awareness. So, the topic of our project is energy efficiency. It wasn't so difficult to come up with the topic, but it was much more difficult to identify our essential question, which is kind of philosophical, and it is, does right always mean fair in the world of energy efficiency? More specifically, we will be trying to focus on the energy debate about brown versus green energy, and even more specifically, we will be trying to resolve the controversy about whether environmentally friendly is always cost effective, and even whether it's socially acceptable in a democratic community we're all living. Okay, the new thing we have managed to somehow integrate it in our project, and we have passed through all the aspects of understanding, starting with explanation. We are really hoping that our students will manage to be able to explain all the concepts, terms, and elements related to energy efficiency, then interpret them. We believe that this is a very vital and fundamental aspect, because being able to interpret a text in a
situation is what every student should be able to do after class or project. Application is where students will be able to apply what they have learned in terms of energy efficiency, not only in geography and physics, but in English as well, because we're trying to develop their skills to analyze and interpret information, put it into text. Through the facet of perspective, student will be actively involved into making assumptions and implications, and trying to make their implications more implicit. Empathy, that for me is one of the most personally important aspects, because it teaches tolerance, and it's the ability of students to get inside another country's situation. You will see what we mean in the project later. The last but definitely not least is the self-knowledge aspect, where we will try to show our students that there are things that they don't know, and that they have to understand what these things that they don't know are.
Okay, you realize that we will be employing work in 3 different subjects. Margarita and I will be doing the English part, Bobby will do the physics part, and Dima will be doing the geography part. So what will be happening in the English classes? Our job will be to facilitate the work by building skills. We call these skills critical thinking skills, but they are on the one hand supporting skills because they are not directly related to the topic of the project. On the other hand, they're essential because without those skills, students will not be able to achieve or complete the tasks which the other 2 subjects will be exploiting. So, we are going to have 4 outcomes, and I will present 2 of them. The first outcome will be working with 2 videos covering different or opposite points of view. The purpose of this will be to develop the ability of students to identify points of view. Points of view are very important critical thinking skill, just because the very debate about energy will be about that. Our second outcome will be working with front pages of a broadsheet and tabloid, again covering the same event, and we will be specifically focusing on how the combination of headlines, pictures, and captions impact our perception of what the event has been covered. So the evidence of whether students are developing understandings about point of view will be their ability to identify point of view through group discussion. And now over to Margarita about our 2 other outcomes.
Our third outcome is mainly to make students analyze articles, any kind of publications related to the topic, to be able to define what the audience, what the targeted audience is, what information is covered, like in terms of facts, opinions, even propaganda, let's say, whether the language is arising some emotions. They will be also able to logically organize their article in terms of structure and present their perspective. The evidence for that will be creating articles, okay, and note-taking techniques. The second outcome is to to make students familiar with how to conduct a debate, what the types of debates are, and what the debate code is.
Okay, so in geography and physics, we're going to concentrate on the terminology, the explanation, the interpretation of the data they're using, like statistics, images, maps, that will be applied to argument their thesis, and that will help them have the perspective of what is going to be applicable in the future. We're going also to concentrate on the empathy of being tolerant to other people's opinion when you're working in a union. And after that, we hope that there will be self-knowledge of how to react, how to respond to a certain situation that is outside the classroom. And how it is going to happen and what are the evidence that we are looking for. We are going to have some research papers done in geography and physics, and we are going to search for the level of knowledge and skills that is applied there. What is going to be the goal of the project is to make a discussion in the European Union Assembly that is going to take place in the geography class, and define the priorities in the European Union about energy for the next strategical period. In order to do that, the students will have to develop a research paper and assess and reassess the former period of energy strategical document, and to defend a position of several countries that will be the examples of having different opinions in the Union. So we chose our countries to be France, Sweden, the Czech Republic, and Germany, and also Bulgaria, because they will have the opportunity to see the different points of view, and they have different resources they use to produce energy. Each team will be from 5 people that are going to have different roles, and there will be economists, physicists, and also a citizen, a regular citizen, a politician that is going to explain what the policy of the country is, and the journalist that will take notes and make an article about what is happening on each table. So we're combining different points of view, not only using the countries and the information we have about them, but also on the table with the building of the position of the country. And we're going to use a lot of
For covering all of the different types of understandings, we use those types of tools which are going to support our teamwork. Research tools, cooperative tools, presentation tools, writing tools, and what we have been through.
Oh, our time is up. So how much time do we have left?
You can wrap up.
Yeah. Well, we learned a very new lesson, let's say. We faced a challenge to work together to make a team, which was harder than make all the content of our presentation, but we managed and we became a very good team. We are going to continue our work, hopefully, in each city that our school is situated in. And I think we completed the challenge. So questions and feedback, we couldn't make the who everywhere, but you can ask us now, and you're welcome, more than welcome, to be part of our project.
I think that you tackled one of the hardest things, which is I hope that you have the opportunity to go back and actually do this with people that
Right.
you're
It will work. And
It
we're
depends
very
on your-
grateful, to both of you, right, for helping us facilitate our thoughts in a way so that we believe in ourselves.
And then maybe later on, I don't know, maybe with your peers here from the state, you can kind of like do projects together.
We are doing one, I guess, with the economics teacher. I was following and observing because they are making something on immigration. We are making something about government, and we are going to encourage our students to show their work on an online